Hello everyone. So last year I made a video titled something along the lines of Hot Wheels versus Tarmac Works, Koenigsegg Agera, which come to think of it, I didn't intend it to be that way because, you know, I didn't really do that YouTube thing a lot. But come to think of it, I feel like it's more and more of a clickbait, right? I was gonna compare these two, and then obviously I only had the Hot Wheels ready. It was more of a review on the Hot Wheels version itself, but then I was talking about, as far as value goes, the Tarmac Works version, as at least on the secondary market, is more better deal. So today I do have a proper comparison. This is the Tarmac Works Koenigsegg Agera RS. The Hot Wheels version is simply Agera R, although as far as I can tell, there aren't a ton of differences from these two. Maybe some more subtle performance stuff that you wouldn't really be able to see just from a 164 model. But I'm gonna zoom out a little so I can show you the packaging. Not really anything super interesting, just a blister pack, right? What I kind of don't like about these kind of Global 64, which is the lower trim of Tarmac Work models, what I don't like about their packaging is their blister setup. So what is nice about it is that you can reuse it, right? You don't need to cut open the whole thing like you would a Greenlight or a US release Mini GT model. But so you open it up, there's this backing card, which is fine. And you end up with your model as well as a collector box. Well, the collector box is practically useless. This one actually didn't suffered a little during transportation, but everything else is fine, right? First of all, this plastic piece is too big to be able to fit into this box. I've tried. Trust me, I'm not going to do it again. And on the other hand, you know, this car itself is so delicate, you wouldn't really want to store it inside the box. It makes for a nice pairing. It looks kind of nice, but that's kind of it. It's a little, you know, extraneous. It's not going to be super useful. And obviously, as a result, it's going to take up quite a little bit of space. So I'm still not sure whether I'm going to keep the box and blister or whatever, you know. I'm still thinking about it. Maybe I can just, now that I'm not really moving that much, I can keep the model inside the box and throw away the blister, but we'll see. So one thing I want to note is this one actually comes with mirrors, which for 164 diecast is something you kind of have to mention because not even TLV does it on every one of those cars. Actually, more cars that don't have them. So it comes in this kind of a Ziploc bag. I've actually never tried it before. I hope I can do it. What I don't have is a pair of tweezers ready. But yeah, this is kind of clever, right? And I would assume this is kind of wow. It's hard to do this on camera, you know, with the light I have above my head, and a phone right in front of my freaking face. So the idea is that you can put this in like so, and put on the other one. Like so. Actually better than I expected, right? So and if you play with it, it wouldn't break it, right? If you exert too much force on it, it would just loosen up, it'll just fall off without actually breaking any parts. So that's fine. And if you really want to display it, you can just as easily glue them on, which is nice. The Hot Wheels one also has mirrors, but a little bit more stubby, you know, the way that Hot Wheels does, if they ever bother with mirrors at all. So the first big question is regarding value, right? When I made the previous video last year, this one was being sold for $20 in the United States on eBay. Right now, I'm in China right now, and on Taobao, these things are being sold for roughly $30 US, which is insane. $30 US is roughly 3 times what you would pay for this Tarmac Works version. And obviously, if you probably know, there's been a new premium Koenigsegg Agera R that's being released in the Entertainment Series 3 Gumball 3000, right? And that one is roughly being sold for, again, $20 US. So that's pretty expensive. This is less than $15 US. And you can see, first of all, it is true 164. Might be a little dusty, but it is true 164. You get lensed headlights. Just look at, like, in comparison, right? Um, I'm still not the biggest fan of how Hot Wheels printed the headlights on this Agera R. For some reason, they resemble eyes way too much for me. It's a little uncanny. Um, but it's nice actually. Like compared to a proper scale model of it, it's not bad. You can see the trims are like for if you can find this in this one will be in Walmart, right? Walmart or the entertainment version you can find in Target as well for $5.50. It's not bad at all. But if you buy it online, again, you'll be paying for like 3 times the price and 4 times the price, and yeah, no, it's not worth it. When you can just as easy get this. See, authentic rims on this one. You can see you can have a much better look at the splitter, much more detailed, much more subtle. The trims, you can see the Agera, right? The Agera RS written on the side. Do you even get this here? Yeah, you can see the Agera R, which is sweet, but again, like the print quality is not the same. Hot Wheels, even in their premium stuff, printing, especially printing detailed stuff, has never been their forte. The ghost at the back you can see on both cars, and again, similarly to the front splitters, right? The back spoiler, just not really comparable, and it shouldn't be, right? Hot Wheels are meant to be kind of children's toys. They're meant to be sold for a little bit for cheap. And you can see the way the spoilers are attached are different. I think this just might be differences between the different trims, the R and the RS, right? But in the back you can see the exhaust, you can see the diffusers, right? And Tarmac Works even has all of this painted. Hot Wheels just leave it blank. As again, if you're buying it for $5.50, it's fine, right? Who cares? But if you're actually paying that kind of premium for a Hot Wheels, well, you can just as easily get something else. And I know not everyone loves Tarmac. I'm not perfectly satisfied with Tarmac either, but I like it fine enough. I don't hate it as quite some people seem to hate Tarmac Works. Does it roll? Yeah, it rolls. Not perfectly, not as well as a Hot Wheels, but it rolls, right? And if you look here, you can see the brake calipers that are actually staying stationary here. You can see how it's inserted right inside here between the base of the car and the wheels. You can see the same here as well, brake calipers. And it has a metal base. Not every Global 64 has a metal base. The Audi R8 I got doesn't, but this one has, so that's nice. You can see on the bottom, Tarmac Works. 164 Koenigsegg Agera RS, made in China. The Hot Wheels also has a metal base, and it says, and you can see it's a very old model because the first one that came out from the Need for Speed series, the red one, which is going for even crazier money right now, 2013 casting Koenigsegg Agera R. And one last thing that Tarmac Work does. See, I've definitely touched the side mirror somehow, but it doesn't matter. You can easily just readjust it however you want. So that's really nice. And it's actually painted. It's actually chromed inside with a sticker, I would assume, because that will be easier to do. One more thing that the Tarmac Work does that the Hot Wheels does not. Probably already seen it. Yeah. It's kind of pitiful, honestly, for like an interior engine as far as it's concerned. Not amazing, but it's pretty nice, right? It's a kind of an extra feature. If you don't want it, you can just keep it shut. I don't think anyone is going to be the wiser. So overall, I think, yeah, if you have that kind of money, like instead of and obviously I guess it's different if you're in the United States, and these Tarmac Works, especially slightly older ones, are going to be so accessible. But if you can, right, if you can spend the money, if you can find it on eBay or wherever, AliExpress or whatever, well, if you trust them enough, you can find this for pretty much the similar price as you would find a Hot Wheels Agera on eBay. So why not pick one up, right? So this is my proper comparison. By the way, my girlfriend got me this when I was stuck in the United States because of the pandemic, and she had access to Taobao and everything. We do in China. So she picked this up for me. I'm very thankful for her. Yeah, and this is a kind of a full comparison between the Hot Wheels and the Tarmac Works Agera. You know, like, this is not slandering Hot Wheels. Again, they're great for the price they command and for their intended purposes, which even though it is still premium, it's kind of a children's toy, even though adult collectors love them a lot, including myself. But for the price they go on the secondary market, yeah, I think the Tarmac Works version is it's definitely a much better deal. I hope you enjoyed it, found it entertaining, found it helpful. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.